Jack McGuire, Dodger Media Online. This question's for any of you. So you guys start the season with two conference opponents in Pequannock and Hanover Park, whose last year's team went combined 5-0 against. What motivation comes from playing in-conference games?
I think we're feeling confident against those teams this year because they graduated a lot of players, and even though we did too, I think we have a stronger build coming in than those opposing teams do.
And then obviously Hanover Park is a rival. Is there any motivation that comes from that game? And do you think this rivalry positively or negatively affects the way you guys play?
I think it definitely motivates us to play better. I think we see it as a positive impact, and we like to build from that game going forward and take it as one game at a time.
Hendrix Farrell, Dodger Media Online. This question is also for anyone who wants to take it. So after two very successful seasons, obviously players come and go. What types of things have you done or learned from past teams that you guys try to keep in the program that contribute to the success of the team?
I think our teamwork and team chemistry is a big thing for us. We like to all have fun together, and I think being friends first is a big deal for us because if we can get along personally, I think it comes out better on the court as well.
And then follow up to that, which players are you guys looking towards to fill the roles of the graduated starters, and what advice are you going to give them?
We're looking at some more juniors like Devin Johnson, Mallard Neen. I think that we're trying to just tell them to work hard and work one day at a time and just get better.
All right, Kyle Piechnik, Dodger Media Online. Another question for the whole group. After coming off of a really good season, unfortunately coming up short, what goals do you guys have as a team this year?
I guess kind of build off of last year, because although we lost people, we have people coming in to fill those roles and just win.
All right, this question's for Charlotte. After leading the team in points and rebounds over the last two seasons, what goals do you have set for your junior season?
I guess just continue to be consistent.
And follow up to that, I'm sure becoming the second 1,000-point girls basketball scorer is always in the back of your head. What effect does this have on your game, if anything? And do you have a different number that you want to reach during the season?
I'd say no, it doesn't have an effect. It's kind of just a number. And then what was
Do you have your own number set in your mind that you want to reach at the end of the season?
No.
All right, this question is for Bo. As a captain, how would you describe your shift in responsibility during practice specifically?
I think with a lot of underclassmen coming in, it's kind of a big deal to make sure everyone's in line and everyone knows what's going on. I think it was kind of prevalent in the beginning how not everyone knew how the team flowed and not everyone knew what was going on. So I think I just kind of had to tell the underclassmen where to be and what to do to get us all in the right place.
And then follow up to that, how did the captains last year, Gwen Islander and Aaron Clavin, influence your leadership style?
Yeah, it was definitely big shoes to fill. I think Gwen specifically, she was really connected with everyone emotionally, and she did really what Coach asked of her a lot. And so I think making sure I'm always doing what Coach wants is a big deal for us, Gwen Toohey specifically.
All right, Gabby, a question for you. You've had a lot of success over your high school career. You've been starting since freshman year, and you broke the school assist record last year. What more do you look to achieve in these last 2 years?
I think like Charlotte said, just staying consistent. I think just like keeping the team close together and going far in states and counties and trying to just improve one day at a time.
Hi, I'm Dave Artuso. I'm here for the Madison Eagle. And my first question, I noticed on the schedule that you have 11 of your first 12 games on the road. Maybe that's a question more for Coach Turturro, but how did that happen? And what are your thoughts on having to start a season strong and do almost all of it away from home?
I don't think it's really favorable for any of us. Obviously we'd want to be playing at home, but I think it's kind of good to get it out of the way, and it'll force us to start really strong, and then it'll be a lot more fun in the end when we get to be home towards the end of the season for hopefully like 10 games in a row. So.
How important is it for you to get off to a fast start in those first 3 games in particular, rival games and on the road?
I think it's very important. I think we need to start off our season strong because this can help influence the rest of our season. I think getting some wins early on will help our record in the future.
It'll also help build our confidence as a new team, I think, since we have a lot of younger players. And so if we learn to work together early on, it'll be more beneficial in the future.
Would you say your number one goal is to get that sectional title this year, considering you lost in the finals last year?
I mean, I don't know specifically, but everybody wants to win, so.
And just one last question: if you had to point to one game on the regular season schedule that you would probably get motivated for, more than any of the others, what would that be?
Probably any of the Hanover Park games, just because it's like a school rival, so it's big for all of the sports teams.